Yeah, bringing the house down. Excessive celebration. Bill Bell, Scotty O, here for another foray into sports and enlightenment. Right here on Crossover Sports Radio.
Foray. I didn't teach that in dance class.
It's one below 5A and above 3A.
Oh.
In fact, Bethany plays 4A. So, yeah. Not Forte, like Ike Forte. Any old OU fan will remember Ike Forte.
Or Matt Forte.
Ike Forte did not play in the Orange Bowl in like 76 or whenever they played OU, and they were underdogs. But a guy named Roland Sales, who became known as Roland Set Sales that day, as Lou Holtz and Arkansas rolled to a 34-6 win over the Sooners. Since you didn't get to play this last week, I thought I'd bring up another game for you to chew on before you take on Iowa State.
Michigan State season. They're going to win tonight. They're going to be pretty good, but not amazingly good. They won't hold on to the number one spot all year, so they're going to lose probably about 3 to 5 games.
Well, the Big Ten will do that to you.
They'll probably go into the tournament ranked as a number 1 or number 2. I'm going to say number 2, and then they're going to win the whole thing.
It's hard for me to say anything other than if you're having me bet up or down on Tom Izzo, I'm betting up.
Right. Although I will say he's been ranked really high in the past, and those are the teams that struggle with him. It's been those teams that he has like really nobody that you know about, and then all of a sudden he makes it to a Sweet 16 or an Elite 8. But this year, watch for Cassius Winston. That kid can play.
Well, I'll go back to what President Bush 43 got teased over when he said, it's hard. It's hard work. And everybody made fun. It's hard to win national championships, even if you're Tom Izzo at Michigan State. Maybe even more so because that's one of those teams that everybody wants to beat. Big Ten basketball coaches all look like people that could have been your dad. You know, we got Hardaway at Memphis, who's recruiting his butt off, by the way.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. With Hardaway, he's got pull and cachet because of who he was and how big he became, especially in the NBA.
Yeah.
With Howard, it's more of a sentimental thing.
Quick shout out, and this is more of a remembrance to Lisa Powell. Those of you that didn't know Lisa that are my age would remember her dad, Steve Powell. He was Foreman Scotty on TV. But Lisa Powell played a little game with us one time called Sports Sense. And we asked her a question, and I think it's worth repeating on this day to remember Lisa. We're talking about Anthony Hardaway. The question was, what is Penny Hardaway's first name? And Lisa said, Pennsylvania. And it was a great answer. It was so logical. We weren't looking for logical that day. But shout out to you, Lisa, wherever you may be. God bless. And But Bill, we all went down with the Memphis pick. We picked SMU, and Memphis won that thing.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. I mean, I know Memphis is good, but I still thought Bichelle would carry
I did too.
that team.
And they almost did. They almost came back. But Jay Norvell's done a good job. I don't think he'll be at Memphis much longer. He may take the Arkansas job when it comes open. That seems like a natural fit there.
We want to talk about teams on the way back or they're back or anything like that. Florida is getting close.
Yeah, they are. They're closer, I think, than Texas is to being back.
Yes.
I think that's fair to say. Bill, Oregon's pretty good.
Just a little bit.
I mean, they just denatured USC.
You think there's
Saturday.
an outside chance they get in the top 4?
There's an outside chance. I think you're going to have to see a significant difference in the score in the Alabama LSU game. In other words, I think one of those teams needs to be eliminated for a one-loss Oregon or a one-loss Oklahoma, for example, to get in. The voters vote on where they think a team's going to end up, not where they are.
Where they should be.
Where they should be. That's what, I mean, I really believe that. That's why I like, and I mention him more than not, and it's not our deal to really bring up other people, but, you know, Barry Trammell, when he does his power rankings, he has to put this in because he doesn't want all the crazies calling him going, how could you know you down that far? What he's not saying is where he thinks they're going to end up, but what they've done, which is what every voter should do.
Yeah.
But they have credibility concerns that, wow, you know, I had Baylor ahead of OU, but then, you ended up going down and beating them. Well, yeah, because the game was played. But up until then, what? Yeah, so I agree with you, Bill.
What would suggest that they're not better?
Yeah. But, because the same people that gripe about that sort of stuff are the same people that are fine with being shoved up in the top 7 or 8 before the season ever starts with nothing to go on but the history, which is what we're talking about when we talk about, well, really, is Baylor really better than OU? I mean, for that matter, should OU be ranked ahead of K-State in the polls? I mean, and if we're doing the transitive thought thing, what this basically means is Oklahoma State ought to kill OU, right? Because they beat up on K-State and K-State.
Well, how is Georgia Southern not number
one?
Where
are
right
they?
Now?
Where are they?
They're not number 1, number 2.
Yeah,
they just took down Appy State.
That's right. That was fun to watch too. Anytime, Bill, you get to watch a fan base that thinks it's their birthright to win every game, and they're sitting there in the stands, and they've got this look on their face like, Santa's not real? What? I love that. Especially,
spoiler alert, kids.
With a little. No, I didn't say it wasn't. I just was remarking that that's kind of how it feels.
You can find us on Excessive Celebration on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube if you've missed any clips. Also, Crossover Radio Sports is our home, 4:30 to 6:30 every Friday. And please remember, download that app.
I got throw pillows in there.